This is Ed Czerwien with the USDA in Amarillo, Texas, with the weekly box beef recap for week ending June 29. The comprehensive choice cutout, which is the weekly average of all types of sales, was at $197.01, and that was $1.51 lower than last week. The total reported box beef volume was 7,743 loads, which was 434 loads more than last week, but almost the same as last year. Buyers were purchasing last-minute items for the holiday and ordering product for after the 4th of July. The formula trade was 3,934 loads for the week, and that was 503 loads more than last week and about 51% of the total sales. The out-front sales continued to be good. They were at 1,379 loads, which was 78 loads more than last week, but they're still following the normal seasonal trends. When looking more deeply into the out-front sales, we saw that most of the product was round brisket and chuck products that were priced slightly lower than the spot trade. However, there were some heavy boneless ribeyes that were priced about 70 cents per pound less than the spot trade, indicating that the big push for middle meats for grilling is just starting to soften. This is especially important when you also look at the spot trade for the week and notice that most primals were steady to firm except those choice loins, which were 17 cents lower than last week. Exports reported 1,259 loads, which was 78 loads more than the previous week. The NAFTA exports represented 216 of those loads, and there were 1,043 loads that were shipped overseas. The declining value of the dollar really helped exports out the last few weeks, but that dollar has started to increase again. Recent lower box beef prices, coupled with the lower dollar, made beef much more attractive to overseas buyers. The most recent 10-week rolling box beef sales average was 7,229 loads per week, which compares to 7,415 loads per week last year at the same time, and was only 186 loads less than last year's average. The last 8 weeks have been very good, but the beginning of the grilling season is great every single year. When I worked for Wilson & Company in Albert Lea, Minnesota, and ran the smoked meats department, I was able to see just how important that Easter and Thanksgiving were to the ham trade. In fact, it was just like the grilling season is to the beef trade. You can count on improved sales each and every year. Thank you. This has been Ed Czerwien with the USDA in Amarillo, Texas.